We were talking about Lorax, chat, because I actually like the Lorax movie. Thank you, Crazy Koala Man, for the 5 super. It is much appreciated. And thank you earlier to Crazy Koala Man for the gold, which is the Jules thing.
Yes. A nice save for me, chat. I totally didn't forget what room I literally set up.
Thank you to War. SpongeBob, Michoom, you need to chrome the fuck up. SpongeBob, Michoom, you need to chrome the fuck up.
You've been seeing that, right? So the actor, the voice actor for Mr. Krabs and the guy from that one To Be Human, whatever, Detroit Become Human is going to be playing one of the characters in the upcoming Cyberpunk series.
That's great. That's genuinely fantastic.
Oh.
Anyways, chat, I hope you're all having a good one. We will be touching on some more SCP cringe today, because I thought it'd be funny.
Yes, and listen, nothing's gonna be, again, I said this last time, the SCP with the Homestuck one was not the worst one. The worst one was the Black Plague guy. I've never seen something so pretentious in my life.
Yeah. They ruined the guy. He was so good too.
Be like, I can do better, and it's literally worse. In every possible way.
We can make it better.
It's even like a comparable franchise where they kept just explaining stuff, and it's like, you could stop making stuff now.
And I will say again, chat, all of these were suggestions people have sent me. So we'll see, me and Kendra will see like if the ones you sent us are shit or if they're actually pretty good. So far, they have a pretty low batting average, all things considered.
Yeah.
So I have not pre-read any of these. The most I have done was I looked for some pictures to put on the thumbnail, which is how this one ended up on the thumbnail.
It looks so dumb. It looks so fake. It looks like it's been inspect elemented in.
It's awful, so bad. I thought it was funny though, so it was on the thumbnail.
This is something that you would blackmail someone to put on your stuff just so that they didn't release it. Not more by this author.
Oh, it is DJ Cactus made this one.
Are you serious? We're gonna put the glasses on for this one.
Yep, there he is. It's called the Great American Meme Machine.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright, I turned down the music. Thank you.
Tocophobia, the virgin birth.
Oh my gosh.
L is for lamentations.
Oh. Hello, cannibalistic Snorlax. Kotatsu clown strikes again.
All cop are
cactus.
buddy by Dado.
Is
And there's angels by Dado.
You know, there's a time where you should stop. But unfortunately, this person
one
didn't.
called Rumbly and it's Tumbly.
Chat.
He has one called Bush versus Gore.
Chat.
We might have to just do like a DJ Cactus day one day.
Oh my god. When you hear rumbly in my tongue, please. I'm so freaking done.
Gary of the Paperclips. The town that got fucked by bears. The
Excuse me?
What?
You want to run that by me again?
Oh, what, you mean this one? The town that got fucked by bears?
Yes. You know what? This is a bad day to bring food with me. I think I'm gonna choke.
Thank you, Internet Zen. Says, what day is it? Oh, right, it's Torture Tuesday night with Mizu abusing us with SCP rewrites. Yay.
Brother, what rewrites? This is peak cinema, clearly.
And then, thank you, Devastator. So, Little Puddle, how bad are these SCP stories? Well, we're gonna learn. We're all learning together as a group. But we're gonna start with this one. I do want to double check. Is it Series 5? Yeah. So this, oh sorry, 9, my bad. This is Nuestra Señora de la Revolución Popular. So, recorded instant. I gotta turn the music down, I think, a little bit, just an inch. There we go. Recorded instances of the SCP are to be removed and scrubbed. All witnesses of the SCP instances are to be administered Class B amnestics and undergo continuous monitoring. All instances of SCP-2 are to be terminated.
Okay.
SCP is an Epsilon level priority. Mobile Task Force Epsilon 58, called Sound of the Police, is currently tasked with applied response. MTFU 58 is to only employ individuals who score under a negative 65 on the Cohen-Weinberg compassion scale. Now we gotta go, footnote, an objective measurement of a human's ability to empathize and act on the suffering of other humans created by Doctors Cohen and Weinberg in containment of various objects. So we have to have people with negative empathy.
Dang, negative empathy.
And maintain strict anti-collectivist morals and values.
I wonder if they learned it before the age of 30.
Exactly. Containment procedures will be modified once SCP is once again brought into containment. Currently, containment efforts focus on minimization of the effects of Marcos events and the termination of SCP-2 instances. In a 12-to-1 decision, O5 Command cited their high number and requirement of permanent containment as reason for bypassing usual ethical restrictions.
Ethical restrictions?
Typically, if there's a 2, like this, like SCP-2, a lot of times it means like an effective human.
Okay, okay.
Like an affected human, sorry. So like somebody that got caught up in it and now they're sort of like mind controlled a little bit.
Okay.
Sometimes. Sometimes they're like mixtures of the same SCP, but sometimes they're basically like infected humans.
Okay, okay.
Thank you, Internet Zen. I know I'm dating myself here because I switched between the creepypasta and SCP sites, but what in Slenderman's testicles are those titles? That shit would not fly back in the day. They would be a J series at best. And then thank you, Start Now. Are we finally looking at the trans asteroid, aka Mizu's evil twin? We read the trans asteroid last time.
And I said, straight up, that one's not the worst one.
Yeah.
That's just the most famous one.
Spain. You know the person that wrote this has no empathy. We're not going to go that far. Description. SCP is an allokinetic showing the ability to manipulate causal determination. Thank you. That didn't help me at all.
I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, manipulate. Causal determination. I'm lost again.
Capable of creating instances of SCP-2 through SCP-1. SCP has the appearance of an average indigenous Mexican woman. The tattoo Miss Zapatista by Gamers Against Weed appears on the outside of its right thigh.
Zapatista?
Miss Zapatista by Gamers Against Weed.
Zapatista. Miss Zapatista. Was it? Gamers Against Weed. I'm so confused.
Gamers Against Weed is a group within like SCP.
Oh, okay.
Hey, real quick, maybe we can. By the way, this is a thing they should be doing. They really should be linking to these groups' pages, like on this. What the fuck is this?
Zapatista, Army of National Liberation.
This is the Gamers Against Weed Hub. Six Semper Cannabis instead of Six Semper Tyrannus.
Oh my gosh. Apparently Zapatista was a 90s punk singer Mia Zapata from the Gits, or used in art from like the famous Zapatista Woman screen print by Shepard Fairley. So musician or print. We should probably yeah.
When you're reading this, like you'll see a bunch of different people say what Gamers Against Weed are.
Mm-hmm.
The most important one is just this one here, which is the SCP Foundation themselves.
Okay.
Loosely organized network of anomalous individuals that produce anomalies for their own amusement and or satirical purposes. The group organizes almost exclusively over the internet and has roughly 40 members. Gamers Against Weed originated as a splinter of Are We Cool Yet in 2013. Are We Cool Yet is another group, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of picked up on that.
Though it appears to have largely abandoned the creation of anomalous art, while several Gamers Against Weed produced anomalies pose serious threats to secrecy, the threat to human life has been minimal. Their group is composed primarily of disposed or otherwise marginalized individuals aged 50 to 30 in the Western Hemisphere, although associated groups are found worldwide. Possessing a variety of anomalous properties, the group is aware of the Foundation's activities but lacks the ability to locate or directly target the Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So that is all that's really important about them, for now.
In short, they're a splinter group. That's all that matters.
Yes. So then we have pending edit. Hello, 56 Crom 4.2 is logged on. What follows are the proposed amendments to the containment procedures as proposed by O5 and Dr. Cartwright. The vote will occur in 20 minutes. In containment of SCP, all ways and other known methods of ingress and egress to the library are to be monitored by MTF Upsilon 58. Any members of GOI 5869, Gamers Against Weed, confirmed or otherwise, are to be summarily executed. All groups working with Gamers Against Weed will be considered instances of SCP-2. Our Marcos events, suspected and otherwise, are to be met with lethal force. Neutralization of SCP is allowed on discretion of MTF Upsilon operatives. Any information related to Jude Kyriot or Blunt Fiend is to be immediately sent to the head of SCP containment.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like, they're... It's just weird you called the group Gamers Against Weed, and then the person that is, I guess, heading it up calls themselves Blunt Fiend.
You know, I'm not sure about you. Okay, here's the thing. I understand having code names and stuff like that, but there's a reason why you have the code name and then the group name that everybody like knows them as, but at the same time there's just the head group name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's a nickname you'd give to friends or something.
Yeah. So then we have the description. Allokinetic entity, which we already went through, appears to be a Mexican woman with a tattoo. It uses its allokinesis to orchestrate Marcos events, while also evading capture. These events occur without discernible pattern throughout the world and include secluded workers' strikes, riots, protests, and targeted assassinations. The stated goals of these events are to install communism as a worldwide economic system. Currently, there are no methods to predict Marcos events, while SCP employs a large network of SCP-2 instances to enact Marcos events. The makeup of their organization has made it impossible for Foundation intelligence to locate SCP through Marcos events. SCP's secondary ability is the creation of SCP-1. For purposes of documentation, recordings of SCP's voice can also be considered SCP-1. SCP-1 are statements made by SCP during a Marcos event. SCP-1 instances are heard regardless of background sound and understood by any human capable of comprehending speech, regardless of what language they are familiar with. SCP-1 is the catalyst for transformation into an instance of SCP-2. In SCP-2 instances, memories of SCP-1 cannot be expunged by any means, including amnestic therapy. Also, yes, this is the communism SCP.
What did they mean
Apparently,
by this?
a little Mexican abuela is turning people into communists.
That's what I mean. I'm like, what did they mean by this?
So basically, anything abuela says is considered a dangerous hazard that mind controls people. And the mind controlled people cannot be cured by any known means, basically. Other than, doming them.
Next thing, with all this communism and all that they're putting up, next thing you're gonna say is, and Obama's gonna help people build the wall.
And they all speak Leet, do they? Are we getting to where they're just all gonna speak Leet for communism? Oh, that's gonna be fucking painful to read if it's true. SCP-2 instances are baseline humans who have been affected by SCP-1 or have come into physical contact with SCP. SCP-2 instances show extreme adherence to the goals and ideals of SCP, namely the belief in the full destruction of capitalism. All SCP-2 instances have attempted to rejoin SCP when free from Foundation scrutiny. Incident 4669. The following is a transcript of a phone call to a Pizza Hut in Portland, Oregon, which occurred on 4/10/2038. Foundation AI, during a routine sweep, detected information relating to possible SCP-2293 contamination. The individual was deemed to be person of interest 6870. So it was 2293. Phenomenon in which media within a given area up to 20 kilometers that contains any form of dialogue or speech may be subject to alterations. The area's baseline Hume rating decreases in direct proportion to the quantity of media affected by it. Hume, by the way, if I recall correctly, is their in-universe measurement of how much reality is in a space. So very high Hume is just regular world. Very low Hume is like reality itself is breaking down.
Okay.
It's a fictional measurement they invented. So Pizza Hut employee, hi there, would you like to try that person of interest? Did you know the world-renowned writer Stephen King was once hit by a car? Something to consider.
What do you? Who starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Really? Right in front of my deep dish pizza? This is just a 4000 series SCP, by the way. Oh, we were reading some 3000s that were really bad. I'm telling people, after the first 2000, like, ew. By the way, thank you, Internet Zen. Gamers Against Weed are the SJW spinoff of Are We Cool Yet? The marginalized, dispossessed members in the Western Hemisphere kind of gave it away. Oh yeah, so Are We Cool Yet is basically a group where the name is kind of what they're doing. They're a bunch of artists that are trying to be like the next big thing, bro. Except they do it with like anomalies and shit.
Okay.
Somebody in chat had mentioned it, but one of their creations they made was like this tagged graffiti wall that is apparently alive and it runs around eating people.
Well, dang.
Like the graffiti itself does, not the wall.
Was I don't think that's what that's what is used. Have Mizu check the reality anchors. What? Is
Well,
banks?
reality anchors are like a actual physical thing to help anchor reality. I'm pretty sure Hume is the measurement of how much reality is in a space. Here, I will double check just for chat. Yeah, Hume is a unit of measurement used by the SCP Foundation and paraphysicists worldwide to measure the strength of the amount of reality in a given area. See, chat, I remember things.
Sure, Mizu.
I'm not completely stupid. Have you read about Yulman or Shy Guy? To be fair, most people know Shy Guy, although Kendra probably doesn't.
I only know
Yulman,
the
I
Mario.
think I remember. The SCP toaster. We'll see what we get to, chat. And then thank you, Internet Zen. The communist SCP and its lame-ass commie abuela, and not, you know, the ghost of Trotsky who was assassinated in Mexico or something interesting.
If anything, I almost thought it was ripping off that one Mexican folklore of the Lady of the Lake, and I'm just like, oh, we're just ripping off folklore now too.
Pizza Hut employee. I'm sorry, sir. Person of interest. Gosh, I'm sorry. I was talking to a friend. Usually those commercial things are longer. Anyways, I think I'd like the, I have a coupon here. I think. I can't find it. Hold on just for a second. No problem. Spoken away from the receiver. Mr. Ominous, Mr. Meme, Mr. Literal Serial Killer, Mr. Bernie Sanders. Pizza Hut employee says, pardon me, sir. Person of interest says, if I could remember Amanda's last name, I bet that'd ping something. Pizza Hut employee, are you talking to me? At this point, the call was picked up by GRGN03 due to the actions of past AI in dealing with persons of interest. Control of the conversation is sent to Dr. Garcia. Person of interest, called it and dropped, but it's silent. God, it's just like last time. I feel like a fucking spy. Are you gonna try to kill me with some mean sound again, or are you gonna let me talk like a fucking human being over here? I got something for you, InfoWays. This is number 4. See SCP 3420 for information regarding person of interest prior contact with the Foundation. I can't. Your footnotes fucking suck. I can't click it. It disappears as soon as you move. It says click to scroll to footnotes. It doesn't do anything.
Well, looks like someone's footnote's been noted.
It doesn't do anything. Fix your fucking site. Dr. Garcia, hello, Mr. Carriot. We'd really like to apologize for last time. Certain AIs may resent having to scan the internet for, Stephen King jokes. But since then, we've gotten things a little better under control, personality-wise. Person of interest, pretty frank for a janitor, aren't you? Dr. Garcia says, I believe you have information for us. Person of interest says, Mr. Zapista's doing it. Dr. Garcia says, doing what? Person of interest says, direct action is important, don't get me wrong. I want to go where she's going, but I don't know if I can abide getting there like that. This is like the only thing I'll do. I want her to succeed, but sometimes I don't know if it should be like this. The voice during those protests, the voice during those riots, the voice that spoke that Afrikaner piece of shit into the stratosphere, it's all been her. It's been one. Number 5, this is a reference to Elon Musk's death in 2026 during the launch of the Atlas rocket. Elon Musk was reported to have launched it into the sky without any visible method. His body was found 30 kilometers away. Previously, it had been classified as EE-419. Yeah, so in the SCP universe, they just kind of kill off political people they don't like. Which I think is kind of like weird and fucked up in a lot of ways. But
it's like, I understand hating someone or even not liking them, but like, huh?
Yeah. Sorry, it's been going for a while. Why is it Musk here and why is he dead? They don't like him, so in this story they just decided he was dead.
Well, you can't. You just gotta kind of deal with it.
Dr. Garcia says, "You made it." Person of interest says, "Not me, but a few of us. But she's her own woman, and she's going to do whatever she can to make the world just and right. This is all the help I think I can give you morally. I don't know what to do here morally. She's just a woman. She's not stronger than anyone else you see on the street, but her voice, her words are so beautiful. She's not a goddess. Ending capitalism is worthwhile, but not like this. Not mean." It's so funny, like on a couple different levels, because he's like, "I want communism, but I don't want to do it in like a mean way."
Okay, bro.
He says she's going to be in Nicaragua tomorrow. Don't ask me how I know. There's going to be another big one, but that's what she does. She knows the best parts to make this happen, get the ball rolling for a worldwide revolution. They all might seem disconnected, but the voice, you know what I'm talking about? Dr. Garcia says, "We're familiar with the phenomenon, correct? While the source of the voice was assumed to belong to a humanoid entity of some kind." Person of interest says, "She's a lady." Dr. Garcia says, "We had no real reason to guess it was doing this to, well, jumpstart anything specifically." Person of interest says, "She's building an army. I never thought we'd do something like this. It's right what she's doing. It's right, but she's ruthless. They made her too willing to do whatever needed. It's not atrocity, but I can't let anyone else die." Dr. Garcia says, "Why are you telling this?" Person of interest says, "I can't have another life on my hands." Dr. Garcia says, "Is there anything more you can tell us?" Person of interest says, "It was inevitable that there'd be a split, you know. That's what leftists do. We have a clear, beautiful vision. And so when we hit the first disagreement, we split."
Okay. You know what? Yeah, you were making the joke earlier, but they really are just doing the wall thing.
Dr. Garcia, anything at all to help us? Anything at all? Person of interest, "She's a comrade. I've said enough." Person of interest disconnects the line. Foundation agents arriving on scene were unable to locate the payphone the call had been traced to, had been out of service for over 3 months. One thing I really hate in a lot of these dialogues they try and write between people is the Foundation personnel, right? So you have to think, this is in universe, this is their entire existence. Because they're not like a police officer, right? That just kind of, they deal with criminals all day. The way the Foundation works is, as a researcher, you get assigned to one SCP. It'd be like having a police officer that was assigned to exactly one criminal, and all you were supposed to do was study that one criminal every single day. And then for some reason, when something about that criminal comes up, you just have no idea. You don't know who their friends are. You don't know who their family are. You don't know how they act. You don't know how they're going to react to certain things. But it's like, it's literally your job. This is all you do all day. Like, how do you not know?
Well, it's been disconnected for 3 months, so you just don't know.
Well, not that, but like just up here where she says, "Why are you telling us this?" It's like, they just said it. They don't want to let anyone else die. You're a fucking doctor who studies like this group and this one particular phenomenon exclusively, and you're too dumb to understand like that they're not like evil people. They're just really stupid.
My thing is, this SCP is quite literally, we made Hitler but Mexican, and then we gave everybody, and this abuela Hitler Mexican gives people PTSD.
Well, actually, she turns them into communists.
Communist with PTSD, from at least the way this dialogue is reading.
There's also like, when it comes to this last part, it's like a useless, really stupid detail. How come, like, oh, when they arrived on scene, they couldn't find him? Why does the payphone have to be out of service for 3 months?
It makes
it's
it
just
spooky.
kind of like, did that add anything to this?
It
other
makes it
than,
spooky.
ooh, spooky.
Yeah, it's just spooky.
How did he use the payphone? Ooh. I don't care how he used the payphone. It doesn't matter. Recovered document 4669-1 when seized by MTF Upsilon 58. The following document was found on its person. Holy heck, you found your own Mr. Zapatista. Join the revolution, comrade, and let's make the world a better place. We realize the irony of having our anti-capitalist message wedded to this joke about meaningless collectible toys. Who is Dr. Wondertainment? Find them all and become Mr. Gamer. So, in universe, Dr. Wondertainment, I think I told you last time, is a guy that makes toys.
Yes, you
but
did
they're
tell me that.
Anomalous. And I can pull it up really quick. Because this particular thing is a reference. Does it not pull up the actual website? Is it this one? Yeah, so this one is a reference to this by Dr. Wondertainment. Wow, you found yourself your very own Little Mister, a limited edition collectible collection from Dr. Wondertainment. Find them all and become Mr. Collector. You have Mr. Chameleon, Mr. Headless, Mr. Laugh, Mr. Forgetful, Mr. Shapey, Mr. Soap, Mr. Hungry, Mr. Brass, Mr. Hot, Miss Sweetie, Mr. Life and Mr. Death, Mr. Fish, Mr. Moon, Mr. Red, Mr. Money, Mr. Lost, Mr. Lie, Mr. Mad, Mr. Scary, and Mr. Stripes. So to point out, like, these are anomalous, but I think only 2 of these are actually particularly dangerous.
Okay.
Like, physically dangerous. And I think that would be Mr. Red and technically Miss Sweetie. Because Miss Sweetie was, like, he made toys for girls, which is where Miss Sweetie comes from. But she actively turns boys into, like, candies, and it turns them into, like, walking candy zombies.
Dang.
Other than that, like, most of them are pretty dumb to some degree. Like, there's an interview with Mr. Fish that they do, and the Mr. Fish one I actually like because it's funny. They ask him, like, what he can do, because he's just a guy with a fish head. And they're like, okay, so you can breathe underwater. No, I can't do that. Well, can you talk to fish? No, I can't do that. He's like, well, what can you do? And he's like, I'm a guy with a fish head.
Okay.
Like, that's literally, he's just a dude that has a fish head. And he doesn't do anything else. He can't even breathe underwater. He's just, like, fucked.
You know...
And in the interview, you could tell, like, he's genuinely upset by the fact that he didn't get anything cool like everybody else got. He just got fish head.
Listen, sometimes you just need to be a little special and just be like, you just got to be okay with the fact that you're just a fish.
Chat says Mr. Lie is the most dangerous. Mr. Lie, I believe, is technically the most dangerous. So the thing is, Mr. Lie will, anytime he tells you something, you will always just assume it's a lie. Basically.
Yeah.
And it like fucks your brain to where your brain just immediately is like, yeah, he's lying.
Okay.
And you'll never be able to convince somebody otherwise. Sometimes you have to be okay with being broken for no reason. I feel bad for Mr. Fish, but Mr. Fish is so funny. All of those are Wonder Containment creations. All of these are Gamers Against Weed creations. And they think they're parodying Dr. Wondertainment.
Was it Project Macbree says Mr. Laugh's ability is sad. Everything he says is funny. He's perpetually sad.
Yeah, everything he says makes people laugh. Even if he says like he wants to off himself. Everybody just laughs and starts cracking up.
Commentary on the modern internet? Mr. Literal Serial Killer. Like, okay, bro. Mr. Bernie
Mr.
Sanders?
Dare.
Of course, Mr. Dare.
And they have Mrs. Gentrification. Miss Mad about video games.
I didn't know Anisia Sarkeesian was in this. Just straight up Mr. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. We're just making up stuff now.
Really quick, thank you, Internet Zen Master. Ah, yes, killing off Elon Musk. Counterpoint: Elon probably has cloned bodies and is probably a Keter class SCP. Also, like Maverick said, did Thunderfoot write this article? Thank you, Devastator. Says Mrs. Sweetie is one of my favorite Wondertainment Little Misters. See, so some people think I like hate SCP completely. I don't. I really like the Little Mister series. I thought the Little Mister series was very fun. Like there's a couple of SCP things I really like. It's just there's also a lot of really stupid shit on this website, and like everybody just insists that you have to like all of it. It's like, no, I don't.
No, here's
Some
the
of it's
thing.
just really stupid.
Here's the thing. There's a difference between having a franchise that has the bad thing in it, and then you can like ignore it, or you can be like, it's bad, but it has its good parts, and then being so up your own butt that you're thinking, you know what? All you older fans, yeah, screw you guys. Clearly my vision is superior, and it's like, no wonder why people hate you. We have freaking Mr. Bernie Sanders on here, unironically.
And then thank you, Internet Zen. The payphone was disconnected for 3 months. Oh, come on. What is this? Who was phone crap? Only one entry in, and I already want the SCP site to have the domain's DNS records deleted. So we have an interview with Abuela here. The only interview with SCP was conducted 16 hours after its acquisition in Nicaragua by MTF forces. The interview was conducted by Dr. Carlos Garcia, who was the lead researcher at the time. SCP was placed in a standard humanoid containment cell with the addition of a Scranton reality anchor placed at each corner of the room. So Scranton reality anchors basically make sure that the hume level stays at like baseline.
Okay.
They don't ever really explain how they work because obviously they can't. They're completely fictional. But through some anomalous mumbo jumbo, they prevent the universe from breaking down around bad things.
Okay.
Chat wants me to click on Mrs. Gentrification.
Someone in my chat said,
we can add her to the list.
Was it someone in my chat said, is Miss Gentrification just the Wonder Bread guy?
If you click Mrs. Gentrification, this pops up. We'll get to this next. We'll get to that next. Okay. Dr. Garcia was allowed entrance to the containment site. At the time, the Cohen-Weinberg compassion scale limit had been set at 10. It is further theorized that Dr. Garcia was able to deliberately achieve a lower score on the test. In a 12-to-1 decision by the O5 command, the Cohen-Weinberg compassion scale, limited for interaction with SCP-1 or SCP-2 instances, was lowered to negative 65. So I'd like to point this out, that they're basically saying that in order to interact with a communist person and not agree with them, you have to have negative compassion. Like, this is what people kind of mean when you can see an author's beliefs kind of bleeding through. And it's like, this isn't you coming up with an interesting story idea. This is basically you telling people that the only way they don't like communism is if they're evil.
Not only that, but it's like, even in universe, how does that even work? It's like you have to have this negative 65 empathy. How do I get negative 65 empathy? Do I just kick a puppy over and over again? And just wait until like it stops? Wait until I stop caring and crap?
Yeah.
Lame, bro.
Dr. Garcia, hello SCP. It's funny, I already feel like I know you. SCP says, a lot of men tell me that. You know, it's funny. They think I'm their mother, or they want to fuck me. Which are you?
What?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, old woman. Old Mexican woman.
Dr. Garcia, I think you've forgotten the third kind. SCP says, oh? Dr. Garcia says, the kind that sees all your work and wants you locked up.
Oh, what is this good cop, bad cop type dialogue? Oh
I know. See, these are not normally how these interviews go. Normally the interviews are supposed to be approached from like a scientific perspective. Because that's what SCP was supposed to be. It was supposed to be like this scientific group of people protecting the Earth from anomalous shit that people couldn't understand very well. So they always approach stuff from a scientific angle. And it was okay in some cases after a long conversation for the doctors to get upset or mad. But at the start, they're supposed to be fairly, like, you know, in the information gathering phase. But some people just don't do that, and it comes off like cringe. Like everybody's saying, yeah, it's like just super cringe.
This feels like that. Okay, you know that one animated short of what if Superman took Batman's place?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly the dialogue this is reeking of, and we're only 4 or 5 lines in. Specifically, the scene of Superman trying to interrogate the Joker.
SCP says, good one, you almost look like you believe it. Dr. Garcia says, why were you wearing a lab coat when they found you? SCP says, I knew where I was going. I thought I should dress the part. It is what you janitors wear. But then they put me in this red jumpsuit. I think I look great in it. Like fatigues on a lava planet, right? What are you talking about?
Huh?
You're still just like a regular woman who lives on Earth. Like, Dr. Garcia, you knew you were going to be betrayed. SCP, yes. Dr. Garcia, and you made no effort to leave. SCP, you don't walk away from Gessamane? Dr. Garcia, would you like to know who snitched on you? SCP, Jude Kiriot. Dr. Garcia, how does it feel that the head of the organization that created you? SCP, I lived long before them, pendejo. Dr. Garcia has thrown you to the janitors.
What is it? I just looked
SCP.
up. Gethsemane is a sacred garden and olive grove located at the foot of the Mount of Olives in East Jerusalem.
What? Okay, whatever.
I'm just waiting for them to just say the Jews did it now.
SCP, there's always a reason for me to be somewhere. The world can be a random, chaotic place, but for me, there's always reason. They gave that to me. Dr. Garcia, that certainly does sound nice, but you said you lived before your creators. What do you mean by that? SCP-3, at least. An old woman, a mother, a child. All revolutionaries. Dr. Garcia, I don't understand. SCP, I am the crone, the matron, and the virgin. 3 in 1. She's calling herself God. It's the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Fuck off.
Oh my gosh! SCP,
What
you know
is
what?
this?
Well, they did say East Jerusalem. In contrast to Western Jerusalem, I don't know. Was if I remember correctly, the Mount of Olives was one of the, I don't remember correctly, but I think that was where Jesus was talking with the angels and brought two of the disciples with him. So yeah, she's literally just claiming herself either to be God or Jesus.
Oh, this is painful.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So you had lives before, is what you're saying. They took 3 souls or something to make you. SCP got it in 1, Carlos. It makes me well suited to my job. I can be ruthless, I can be mother, and I can be an emblem for them. I can be something to strive for. But you all knew this, didn't you? Dr. Garcia, more or less. What about the voice? How can you pretend to be kind of, I don't know, holy woman when you're making people bend to your will? SCP, I didn't make anyone do anything. Every strike, every broken window at a Starbucks, every single dead multi-billionaire, they all add up to something in the end. It's incalculable, but I can see it.
I think a homeless person got onto the SCP. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is like another level of bad writing. straight from we went from bad kid who clearly needs to like have more than a second draft, pretentious theater kid, the Jews did.
Yeah. Dr. Garcia says, "You know what you're doing. They can't forget it. It makes them your slaves. How can you do that and think you're doing anything for liberation? What kind of revolutionary does mind control? SCP, is that what you think I am? Dr. Garcia, it's what I know you are. SCP, oh, camarada, you're going to be the death of me. Just because they can't forget it doesn't mean it's taking away their liberty. All I offer is a kind of insight, a kind of outsight, maybe. You thought you were really fucking clever saying outsight. Shut up. I like to think of it like that. I don't take anything away from them. I never would. Dr. Garcia, I think these people open their hearts to you, and I think you use them to further your own goals, whatever they are. SCP, you think so? Let me tell you something then. You know what you're doing is wrong. You know that this isn't something that should be happening. I see how we can get ourselves free. I see a world we can make. I can show it to you if you give me a chance. There's a footnote here. All instances of SCP-1 will be written in this text to differentiate it from the rest of FCP's speech. So this is supposed to be an SCP-1 thing, which is the mind control text.
Okay.
Dr. Garcia, shit. Did anyone outside hear that? Let me out. We have to see if we can get some more on her. Until then, we're going to have to muzzle her. SCP, there's something wrong in the world today. I know you see it. I know you see the way the rich take and the way so many hurt. I want to fix it. We can fix it if you give it a chance, if you remember, if you blank. Dr. Garcia was taken from the containment chamber and SCP was bound and gagged. In an emergency meeting of O5 Command, a unanimous decision was made to allocate 4 more Scranton Reality Anchors to the containment chamber, and 6 handheld Scranton Reality Anchors were distributed among the guards. Dr. Garcia's exposure to SCP-1 was not deemed an issue due to prior Cohen-Weinberg compassion scale cutoff. Thank you, Internet Zen. This hack writer is trying to paint the Kami Abuela as having some farcical passion of the Christ nonsense, and the 3-in-1 just proved it. And then Crazy Koala Man, this is very cringe. It is, in fact, very cringe. It's very painful. Wolfsbane, scientist, you lion. SCP, yup. Incident 4669-143, a raid on Site 346 by members of Group of Interest, I think Gamers Against Weed, and SCP. 2 instances occurred on... By the way, these are happening in 2038. They just kind of put random dates in these sometimes.
Dang. You put random dates.
What follows is a timeline of the events compiled from staff interview. Would you like to read this timeline for us, Kendra?
Yes, let's see. 0419, Dr. Garcia opens the doorway to SCP-4669 cell. He walks down the hall and into the closet. There are reports of an electrical hum in the air that lasts for upwards of 20 seconds. When touched, the doorknob is reported to have been excessively hot. The closet shows no sign of Dr. Garcia. 0421, an electrical malfunction affects the entirety of Site 346, similar to that of an EMP wave. All backup generators fail to power on. Personnel with pacemakers and other devices are unaffected. SCP objects require constant connection to various powered sources to sustain life, were all unaffected. 0422, before site security is able to fully mobilize and respond to the situation, 14 SCP-46692 instances manifest in the security barracks and are able to subdue site security. 8 leave to subdue all patrolling guards. So basically, all of them jumped the guards. All of these Mexican patriots jumped the guards. 04.
Just 14 of them.
This government facility. 0423, an entity with the head of a
So
black.
entity this is theorized to be SCP-4239, a canid humanoid entity referred to in various ancient Aditite texts. I think you'll start to realize that these footnotes are not particularly helpful.
They really
Uh,
aren't.
they give like minimal knowledge about it, and it's like, okay, it's this SCP, it's Aditite text. Good fucking luck knowing what that means.
This just sounds like someone getting their Avengers version of SCP going on right now. An entity with the head of a black cane corso entered the
An
front doors.
Italian Mastiff. Just say an Italian Mastiff. Who calls it a black cane corso?
Enters the front door of Site 346. It is shirtless and has no visible armor or wards. Several members on guard duty attempt to neutralize the entity. The bullets disintegrate on impact and do not penetrate. Using a sheathed sword, it is able to incapacitate the guards. 0424. A humanoid figure appears in the hallway of Human Containment Wing 2 and pins document 4669 to a bulletin board before disappearing. Its identity is unable to be verified due to a series of electrical currents which obscure its face. 427. The entity with the head of the black cane corso makes its way to the cell of SCP-4669. SCP-4669 steps out from the door and takes the entity's head. She is reported to have said, "Mr. Destiny," his hand, and said, "Mr." The entity's hand. She is reported to have said, "Mr. Destiny." His response is reported to have been, "Our Lady." Okay, bro. 428. SCP-46692. Instances are able to gather amnesthetic supplies and Scranton reality anchors. 13 humanoid SCPs are freed. 3 personnel are seen to join SCP-46692 instances during this period. 429. An instance of SCP-46691 is heard. This is a follower, which is as follows: "I'm fine, let's go." 430. SCP-4669 and the entities leave Site 346. Their current whereabouts are unknown. 431. All SCP-46692 instances deserting personnel and freed humanoid SCPs are seen to disappear. 433. All generators power on.
Yeah. So some people in chat already mentioned it, but these sites are supposed to be like very heavily guarded. So it's basically like saying 15 Mexican dudes just ran up on an American military base and took it over with no problem.
That's what I mean. I'm just imagining a scene of just Nick Fury running in with no powers, no Avengers, no nothing, going in being like, "All right, guys, let's bust this joint."
Yeah.
Thank you for...
Internet Zen says, again, this entire communism SCP edition would have been much better using Ghost of Trotsky, spreading communism via radio waves instead of this dreck. Antifa Simp is an atrocious writer.
Was it SCP Internal Security? Thank you for the follow.
Somebody followed you called SCP Internal Security?
Yes.
Well, damn. This is literally just 12 Antifa members taking down an ICE facility, and we all know it. So you gotta think, this is the 4000 series. The 4000 series, I believe, is old.
Oh, that says a lot.
Does it have like a date? Well, the last time it was edited was this year, 7 days ago. Jesus. So the original. August 2018 is when it was made.
This brother was plotting the death of Elon Musk since 2018.
So his first update was the same day, and the only comment he left on it was making it gay. Is there anything else with comments? Later that month was added tags: Alive, Gamers Against Weed, Humanoid Keter, Marshall Carter, and Dark. What does Marshall Carter and Dark have to do with this? So Marshall Carter and Dark are basically like, what would be a good analogy for them? They're like backrooms people that capture anomalies and then sell them to the highest bidders.
Okay.
To be fair, like the name kind of fits, Marshall Carter and Dark. It feels like that kind of group.
I like how one of your chatters is confused. It's like, making what gay?
Yeah. Thank you, Lord Bruticus. Cringe communist gobbledygook aside, what also irks me is that the Foundation apparently possesses reality-altering god-tier technology, yet they still struggle with a bunch of schmucks. Yeah.
Also, the fact that the SCPs, like the humanoid SCPs that were escaped, are now just all following this random Mexican woman.
Most of it's just like adding tags, but then there's the stuff in between where they don't actually have any notes on what they changed.
It was very important to add Mr. Dare.
Recovered document 46692. What follows is the note that the unidentified figure, now assumed to be person of interest, left during the raid. I lied. Esther gave her the voice, JJ gave her the sight, and I gave her the razzle-dazzle. I feel so old now. The young have a fire inside of them that I used to have, but I used to be fire too. I remember the flame that bloomed inside me. When you tap into that, you start to see the moral codes are kind of bullshit. But she's older than I am. She remembers every life she's had, lives she gave up. And I realize there's no excuse anymore. Sometimes you have to fight. Sometimes you don't get the luxury of nonviolence. I will never take another life myself, but I will aid her and I will aid them in any way I can. For as long as I can, there's always a place, however small, in the revolution for a pacifist. Especially a motherfucker of my esteemed abilities. She taught me that. She died with that fire in her 3 times over. I'm so lucky to have met her. When I die, I will kneel in front of Saint Peter. I'm not about to apologize for my actions. I won't tell him I'm sorry for allowing blood to be spilled. I will ask him to understand. Maybe God will listen to me. I hope he listens to me. No one should ever go hungry. No one should ever die in the cold when homes lay empty. No one should ever have to suffer needlessly again. And if 100 rich men have to die for this to happen, I won't mourn. Mr. Zapatista has sparked the fire inside of me. Maybe it's time to let it out. We'll see. I will pray for you. I know you won't pray for me. And this is Jude Carriot, the person who tipped them off in the first place.
Ah, I see. I had to put on that face because this is my reaction to reading this.
Yeah. Yeah, Devastator bot. SCP facilities are supposed to be so secure that they make most military faculties look like a Walmart security guard because they have Cthulhu contained. Like, yeah, it doesn't make sense that just like 14 guys, like 14 retards, were able to storm this place and take it over. We have another note. SCP-466-2230 had been captured after a raid on Marshall Carter and Dark. Is that why Marshall Carter and Dark is in here? Just because, like, they had one of these fucking guys captured? Like, you just want to, like, loop every tag you can into this. There's no reason to include Marshall Carter and Dark. Because, like, they capture shit that would be expensive, you know? Like, stuff that you could reasonably sell to a rich person. They're not capturing some Mexican dude who thinks he's a communist. Like, that doesn't mean anything to them. They would have no way of knowing he was anomalous in any way. Through moles within Marshall Carter and Dark, Foundation agents were able to mobilize before Marshall Carter and Dark liquidators could respond. SCP, while injured, was the only remaining live individual. In total, 36 employees of Marshall, Carter, and Dark were killed, and 4 unidentified pallets were counted as missing. The interview took place 4 hours after acquisition of the subject. As per containment procedures at the time, SCP was transported by agents wearing full sound blockers. The only individual to communicate with them was Dr. Julius Cartwright. It's just a guy. Yeah, it's just to them. It's just a guy. You can't convince me Marshall, Carter, and Dark gave a shit about like a Mexican dude who's like, I'm a communist. They caught him because his retardation is anomalous. Who are they gonna sell him to? You good, Kendra? You still dying? Kendra? You make no sound.
Hold up.
Chat, do we think she died? Oh, she's muted.
Hold up. Sorry, I had a. I think I'm gonna have to step out for a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah. How long is a little bit?
Probably 5 minutes at least.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, thank you.
Internet Zen. Yeah, St. Peter will cast this June into the outer dark, as the Mormons would say. Marshall, Carter, and Dark would eliminate the commie on the spot. Yeah, like I don't get why they forced Marshall, Carter, and Dark to be in here. Also, thank you, Saint Raphael. Kendra looks like she's trapped in a sneeze. It kind of does. So, question: the Global Occult Coalition are all about killing anomalies. Why haven't they hunted down any of these people who are basically just regular people? I don't know. This is the problem of, and we talked about this in the first stream, is they say SCP is a collaborative fiction effort, but it's not. It is a bunch of people making individual stories that have a vaguely similar background, and that background is just the foundation. So some people just choose to not include these other groups of interest in their story, even though it doesn't make any sense that they wouldn't be involved. So the only way their story can function is if in their version of the SCP, that group of interest just isn't a thing that exists at all. And that's how they have to make it work. OMG, yes, go Mexico. Mexico 1-2-0. Is that a soccer thing? I think soccer's happening right now. Ugh. Mizu sneeze. Oh, I feel like I got another one. I'm sorry, chat. I don't care about sports ball. I've never liked sports ball. Any of the sports balls. I just don't get it. Saying this in Kendra's chat, but 12 raiders is supposed to be 12 apostles. Ah! It's painful. Yeah, she's Mexican commie Jesus. It's so weird. So we got this back and forth between a Dr. Cartwright and SCP-230, who he calls Carl, so I'm just going to call him Carl. So, Dr. Cartwright, are you all right, Carl? Carl, right as rain, Julius. Dr. Cartwright, that's interesting, because if I didn't know any better, I'd say you were looking pretty horrible right now. Those injuries are going to be fatal. Carl, if this kills me, maybe all my bullshit would be made worse something. They let you talk to me? Dr. Cartwright scored just below the Cohen-Weinberg scale cutoff. We lowered it to -65 after you left. I was able to stay on. You're not surprised? Carl, you've never been a bad guy, Julius, but you're a shitty person. At a macro level, a lot of people are. I don't really hold it against you. Oh, give me a sec. It's so dumb. Oh my god. The next line. Dr. Cartwright, do you think I scored lower than you because I'm a little to the right of you? Carl says, very far to my right. Painful. He's so stupid. Fuck off. Dr. Cartwright, on the political spectrum? Carl, no. Dr. Cartwright, that's not like you. Carl, not since her. I think people don't act on their beliefs. I think she helped me see that. There can be good people who disagree with me. That doesn't mean I'm going to let their disagreement stop me from doing what's right. For clarity, we're speaking about SCP here, correct? Carl says, who else would we be talking about? Cartwright says, clarity. Carl says, you talk a lot about that, but do you have any? I don't think you're a bad person. I think you're wrong, but I think it's something inside of you that refuses to love. There's a lot like you. It's hard to love in the world of capitalism made for us. It hurts. It hurts. God, it's bad. The story is politically coded. There's no coding to it. Dr. Cartwright, capitalism. You think this is about capitalism? You know as well as I do, the Foundation doesn't have stake in any of this. This is a matter of an anomaly taking control of your mind, making you serve her, making you never forget her. For your talk about clarity, you sound insane. Carl, I'm perfectly sane. I know when something's taken over me. I'm fine, Julius. You really think they're killing me out of mercy because they can't undo it? Cartwright, an idea you cannot get rid of is anomalous. The fact that you cannot forget her makes you anomalous. Your unwillingness to be dissuaded in... Carl says, fuck you, Julius. They're feeding you bullshit. I can't forget her, but that doesn't mean she's a siren song. I didn't have to go, but I went all the same. I wanted to do good, and I saw the way through her. I saw a path towards something larger than myself, a world that I actually wanted my children to live in. Dr. Cartwright, you don't have any children. Carl, whatever. Nephews, nieces, the children of the world. Our children. Our children, comrade. Our children. This political piece is story coded. Cartwright, that's sentimental, even for you. Where did they go? They left you here. They didn't care about you. Carl, I told them to leave me. Greater good. I was dying. They needed to run before you came. Cartwright, that's what you used to do. You used to serve the greater good when you did our work, when you protected people from the things with which you've thrown your lot. Carl, I made the decisions to serve the greater good of humanity instead of the good of Western hegemony, Julius. What do? Who do you serve, asshole? Cartwright, the Foundation doesn't serve the interest of any ideology or any nation. Don't be ridiculous. If the world turned to socialism on its own, we'd let it. But this is a guided attack on the current principles held by the majority. If it wasn't through anomalous means, we wouldn't be stopping you. Carl, you truly think so, don't you? Cartwright, I will until the day I die. Carl says, good, keep my stress ball. Cartwright says, I took it from your desk the moment I heard you left. Carl says, you bastard, but you'll need it more than me. Cartwright says, what do you mean? Carl? Following this exchange, Carl lost consciousness and expired from its injuries. Per procedure, its body was cremated and disposed of. O5 Command, in a 12-1 decision, voted to retain containment procedures that call for immediate termination of all SCP-2 instances. In a further decision, 12-1, Dr. Cartwright was administered Class C amnestics in order to expunge the interview from his memory, and the interview was marked for full expungement. King of Daleks. It's like if someone heard subtext is for cowards and decided to be exceptionally brave. Yeah, no, this is pretty bad. This guy's called Carl, like Carl with a K. He's Carl with a C. But I mean, yeah, you could make the argument he's like a little Karl Marxy. Like, it's so dumb. It's so blatant what you're doing. And then you get to the end. And it's like, if it wasn't blatant enough, we need to just make it more blatant. Because I'm afraid people won't get that this is pro-communism or something. It's like, no, buddy, don't worry. We got it. Trust me. We all got it. There was no confusion here. It's just, it's irritating. Probably supposed to be like Marx. They already had Judas Iscariot. Oh, it was Judas Iscariot because his name is Jude Carriot. Oh, it's so stupid. I didn't even notice. I'm so dumb. Oh. Why are they referring to him by name? Usually they refer to those infected by something by the SCP number 01 or whatever. So they refer to him, you can see on chat, they refer to him as this. I refer to him as Carl. Because first off, Dr. Cartwright calls him Carl. But also because it's just easier to say Carl. It's the same like up there when I referred to SCP-4669, I just call her SCP. I'm doing things to like shorten it. I think he was Dr. Garcias. I'm pretty sure he was Dr. Garcias. But it's just, it's super, super stupid. Like, you dumb Communist Manifesto shit. I will say there are things they do that don't decidedly feel like not SCP. Why his name is not redacted. They don't. I guess they wanted. This was like when they were trying to stop redactions from happening so much.
Hello, I am back. Sorry
Welcome
about
back.
That.
Did you hear anything I said while you were doing your thing?
I heard about redactions.
So I'm not going to read through the whole thing again, but I do just want to show you a couple like spots.
Yeah.
So Dr. Cartwright said, score just below the Cohen-Weinberg scale cutoff. We've lowered it to -65 after you left. I was able to stay on. Carl says, you've never been a bad guy, Julius, but you're a shitty person at a macro level. A lot of people are. I don't hold it against you. He replies, do you think I scored lower than you because I'm a little to the right of you? Carl says, very far to my right. Like, okay.
Well, I'm already back, and you know what? This is glorious.
And then down here, he continues, you talk a lot about that, but do you have any? I don't think you're a bad person. I think you're in the wrong, but I think something inside of you that refuses to love. Like, there's a lot like you. It's hard to love in the world capitalism made for us. It's like... And then there's parts, like, you almost feel like they're self-aware, right?
Yes.
Where Carl says, fuck you, Julius. They're feeding you bullshit. I can't forget her, but that doesn't mean she's a siren song. I didn't have to go, but I went all the same. I wanted to do good, and I saw the way through her. I saw the path towards something larger than myself, a world I wanted my children to live in. And Cartwright replies, you don't have any children?
Oh my god.
And Carl just replies, whatever, nephews, nieces, children of the world, our children. Like, it almost feels self-aware. It's right there on the edge.
It wasn't
but you just know
self-aware
that like they're not.
It wasn't self-aware before?
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. First, we have the break-in of the Avengers style into the SCP. Now we have guys
With 12 Mexican dudes.
14 Mexican dudes.
Also, chat made me notice, but Jude, his full name is Jude Iscariot, or Judas Iscariot, the betrayer of Jesus.
Maybe it's because I'm a Christian background, but anytime I see people do stuff like this, it makes me cringe if they're not clever, like actually clever with it. That made me want to twist into a pretzel.
It's just directly she is Jesus.
This is I bet you this is someone who had like an aunt with like their old church or something, and is like, and like they're like, I don't believe anymore, but I do love the story, so I'm gonna incorporate the stories. Oh my god.
And I have to point out some of the name choices, because Chad already mentioned that the doctor who left to follow her is called Carl. Could possibly be Karl Marx.
Karl Marx, the SCP?
Yeah. It's so dumb. But it's whatever.
Does that mean Hitler became her follower?
Well, why Hitler? What are you talking about?
I'm just saying. It could be a possibility.
That's Karl Marx.
Yes,
the
Karl
communist
Marx.
guy.
Yeah, Karl Marx. We got Stalin in there probably. I don't know. Listen, you never know. You never know with this SVP.
But yeah, then going back up here, chat wanted me to look at Mrs. Gentrification.
Oh.
So if you open up Mrs. Gentrification, it opens up this, which is really giving graphic design as my passion.
Fine
it's called
dining.
the Ambrose Backdoor Soho.
Why does it look like this? Because we're fine dining, baby. We're fine dining.
Yeah, fine art and fine dining. In association with the Backdoor Soho Artistic Associates, Marshall Carter. Why is Marshall Carter and Dark involved in this? The King of Hearts Art Collective. Ambrose is proud to present Ambrose Backdoor Soho, a unique blend of contemporary art and fine dining experiences. Part art show, part dining establishment, Ambrose Backdoor Soho capitalizes on the Backdoor's rich art scene to provide diners a vivid sampler of the cutting edge. Patrons will be served a 4-course meal inspired by contemporary backdoor dining, followed by a tour of an exclusive art gallery curated by Marshall Carter and Dark. Finally, the night will end with a live performance featuring an upcoming acts in the art scene. So they should have done this like in the same style they do the interviews for, because you have to think this pamphlet was made by Marshall Carter and Dark, or at least in partnership with them, which in universe are like the richest of the richest people.
Okay.
And you're telling me they didn't have like a fucking like artist locked in their basement who could have done better than this?
No.
Like, what are you talking about? Fucking Marshall Carter and Dark paid somebody to do this. No, they didn't.
Literally made this with hopes and dreams.
Yeah. December 11th to the 14th, 2014. So the first course will be Secret Calamari. The servitor beast of the king of dust and blood, stuffed with finely seasoned breadcrumbs and a creamy tomato sauce. Wild caught. Each serving is another beast out of the seas. Which Dust and Blood links to a page that doesn't exist. So that's funny.
Come on, Measy, you can come up with Dust and Blood.
Only corporate crostini. Roasted pork belly braised in a blood orange sauce and garnished with pickled red onions, served on crostini, locally sourced from the stress-free demon swine that eternally torment the executives of Only Ironworks at their corporate headquarters.
Okay.
Margarita a la Lindholm. Sicilian pizza made with a buffalo mozzarella and a creamy tomato sauce, topped with out-of-this-world fresh tomatoes and basil, bred by reclusive parabotanist Stella Lindholm. Let the world melt around you with each taste. Why is this linked under misadventrification? I have no idea. We'll get there, I hope. I hope we do. We're going to skip all of this, I think. This is just literally coming up with different anomalous food ideas. So I'm kind of whatever on that. Tickets, $249, $49 for access to the Violet Gallery. I don't know. I feel that you have to think Marshall Carter and Dark is supposed to be like the richest of the rich. I don't feel like they're hosting an anomalous art gallery that just costs like $300 to get into. Like, these are like peak people, you know, that are like they don't want like the pores near them, you know what I mean?
I don't know. In this economy, $300 is a lot. You might be able to keep the pores out of it long enough.
There's the only one of these that is a link is House of Spades, which is when will you die for the last time in my dreams.
Sounds like a really
this.
This is like a really cool title that probably belongs somewhere else.
This up here looks like somebody's womb tattoo.
Yeah.
I don't think that was what they intended, but that's what it looks like.
Who knows, Mizu? They might actually have intended it all along. This is how they did it. They told the artist that this is for the SCP, and they got it for free.
Exactly. None of these actually work, though. None of these are links.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think Luna Zapata is the girl we just talked about.
Yes.
Miss Zapatista. Disclaimer. As the Shoggoth, our meat is sourced from remains alive. This meal is in violation of the 7th Noahide law. Disclaimer, this item physically should not exist. Order with caution. And then Soho Revisited, powered by the Dark Web. The fuck is this?
The Dark Web. My thing is, this would have looked cooler if this person just made a comic instead.
So I guess the Dark Web is a product you can buy from Marshall Carter and Dark, which cost $150 a month. Which, by the way, again, I just don't believe Marshall Carter and Dark would be selling stuff this cheap. Like, this isn't cheap for us, but this feels like cheap compared to the clientele that they prefer to have in lore.
Well, considering what people would write stories like this on SCP, it's likely cheap for a child.
Yeah.
I know why they do it.
This is portrayed as a review that was posted on the Marshall Carter and Dark version of the Dark Web. Why are Marshall Carter and Dark so fucking cheap? I can afford this shit on disability income. Yeah, like, in lore, they should not be this cheap. In lore, they should be like a ridiculously expensive brand that the only people showing up are like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and what's his name? The guy that owns Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
That's like the kind of clientele in universe that they cater to. They cater towards oil barons, not just like the vaguely wealthy suburban mom. Ambrose as a brand is particularly infamous for relying upon gimmicks in pursuit of customers. It's not particularly surprising this far behind the veil. It's hard to surprise potential customers. Harder still to surprise a representative of Marshall Carter and Dark. Though I'm pleased to say I was pleasantly surprised with the novelty displayed within. In accordance with my strict diaphage diet, the dishes that I ordered were the Scarlet Calamari, the Manhattan Shoggoth Chowder, the Primavera of the Old Gods, the Cheesecake, which looks really weird for some reason how they wrote it.
So I saw that earlier. Apparently it's don't ask what's in the cheese.
and the golden orange cider. Pleased to report that not only was each course beautifully prepared, but the establishment avoided falling to the shortcomings of a great many older diaphagy establishments. I found the gallery to be interesting enough to be a good mix of artistic medium and style. Of the selection, most would fit right at home in the den of a savvy collector. My only complaint was that compared to the Violet Gallery, the main floor felt somewhat thematically haphazard. My biggest complaint largely regards the open night music show. Well, I suppose a representative of Marshall Carter and Dark would be the last woman one expects to cry for artistic integrity. Inviting an anti capitalist art collective to such a naked display of conspicuous consumption was predictably disastrous. No matter how much one hid it underneath a veneer of performance art, House of Spades and its free jazz, in particular groups which I've made my distaste for quite clear, worked rather hard to subvert the establishment ambiance. If not for Luna Zapata's hauntingly beautiful violin, I'd have written off the experience and told you, the reader, not to go. I suppose, however, that some art is just not for me. As an aside, the building appears to be haunted, which is always a plus. Coming off of Miss Zapata's marvelous rendition of The Devil's Trill, I witnessed a weeping woman disappearing into a wall. That was something I hadn't considered, because Luna Zapata is the communist grandma. At least I'm pretty sure it's communist grandma. And apparently the other people are like vaguely anti-capitalist as well. While Marshall Carter and Dark are literally like the capitalism of the universe. Like they are the extreme form of capitalism.
Yeah. It's very...
Hi, SCP Internal Security. Tell me this is a Foundation-contained broadcasting. I don't 100% know what you mean. If you can clarify, though, I can clarify for you.
We're mostly reading it. We're not role playing or anything. We're just mostly reading these stories, and some of them are good, and some of them are.
Yeah. Certainly, the art world of Earth is peculiar, though from testimony through fellow illuminated ambassadors, I had assumed it hostile and uninhabitable. I have no need for the primitive sustenance I did not partake. The music felt pleasantly grim, and the various installations were delightful diversions, especially the intermittent fiddle, the chromatic vizier. Restaurant response, thank you for your patronage. Do note, however, that we did not schedule a fiddler during your visit. You likely heard the cellist.
Chat,
At least I'm pretty sure you said that cellist.
Chat, you can make fun of Mizu for how he said uninhabitable, and
What's wrong with how I said uninhabitable?
You said uninhabitable.
Nah. 3 out of 5 stars. Food was fucking fantastic. Yeah, that's a great... I really don't expect much from Ambrose than cheap gimmicks pandering to the lowest common and regional denominator. But if there's one thing I can say about the food, is that it's nearly always good in spite of such. The art, not so much. In my time eating there, I counted no less than 4 performance artists done up as famished specters, straight out of one of those pretentious die-ins you'll see the liberals fawn over back in the 90s. Restaurant response, that does not sound like the act we had scheduled for your visit. We'll investigate this matter further, but in the meantime, a reimbursement may be in order. 1 out of 5 stars. All right, I've tried, to get into the art scene. Not as an artist, but as a man who goes to art galleries. I want to have fun, not be bombarded with performative woke nonsense, spearheaded by some hack who thinks she's clever. Why is this a fucking thing?
One thing when I expected from SCP was talking about horror creatures and all that type of stuff. And every day I think we would talk about theater kids and capitalism, getting an education on the economy for some reason.
Yeah. I counted about 2 times where a woman with a violin would approach me, glare sternly in my direction, and play an admittedly rather nice solo before storming off. Afterwards, I would be accosted by a series of admittedly rather convincing actors playing the role of, I don't know, Ghost of Christmas. All, please don't turn off my heat, and this will give me 2 more weeks. Some naked attempt to tug at the heartstrings. If I wanted to feel bad about dead poor people, I have seen the All Revenant showing of Rent across the street. Food was alright, I guess.
Not the Japanese dude being like, listen, if I wanted to see poor people, I would have looked across the street. Oh my gosh.
This is my favorite one. This is the best one in here.
I want you to remember, guys, this is about misgentrification.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that still. Internet Zen Master, as an oil baron and frequent guest of Marshall Carter and Dark Events, this entire gallery is fraudulent. Unfortunately, hoity-toity idiots with anti-capitalist streaks matches up with New York City gentrification.
Oh.
Another 1 out of 5 stars. Business is booming, and you know, I wanted to treat myself to a treat. I thought, hey, why not check out that new place? Because, you know, I like checking out the new places, and I'm pretty sure I'll die if I gotta eat any more Chinese food. Bad idea. To call this place a shithole would be an insult to every roach-infested shithole in this city. The roaches down at the 1618 Bistro, they don't play the violin as they crawl the fucking walls. They're not covered in human blood, and they don't beg me not to evict them. I don't have to see my fucking servers chasing them with the broom. 1 star, Helen post review.
Oh my gosh. We're sorry you feel that way. Please be patient.
1 out of 5 stars. Was anyone going to tell me the property was infested by an utter deluge of ghosts, or was I just supposed to experience that for myself? Restaurant response. Please do not slander our establishment. Wait for Stone to find a legal loophole out of a ghost accusation, then wait for him to draft a response. Restaurant response. Our account was hacked. The intern responsible has been fired. Is this a shitpost? I think it's supposed to be, but it's hard to tell with, like, after we just got off Communist Manifesto Abuela, who's literally, Jesus. Great tool, close my reservation because of, quote, ongoing ghost problem, unquote. It's not like I booked it 3 weeks in advance or anything. Fucking SJW cucks. Too busy coddling a bunch of millennial crybabies who can't stand a little ectoplasm. Olive Garden would never do this to me. Do you think they're serious?
I like leaning more towards that this is a joke, but at the same time, there are people who unironically believe this, so I choose to
But who do you think
real.
the joke is towards?
Anybody who knows, if you know, you know, those types of people that they do the whole "if you know, you know" type gimmick. Oh my gosh.
Yes, chat. We are reading SCP currently.
Oh, no,
Here's Mrs. Gentrification. Holy heck, you found yourself your very own Mrs. Gentrification by Gamers Against Weed. Learn your history because it's doomed to repeat. Who is Dr. Wondertainment? Find them all and become Mr. Gamer. So this is it.
We just learned nothing about Mrs. Gentrification unless she was the girl climbing the walls. Oh my gosh.
I also noticed that you left a 0-star review.
Oh man, we can't do that. It's hacking the government.
Well, chat, I hope you enjoyed the Ambrose backdoor Soho.
You know what? This was entirely worth it for that Olive Garden part.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna go with chat. I had a bunch of others pulled up, but instead of that, we'll kind of start going down the list of these. Oh look, we got the trans one. We rolled the trans one, chat.
Yo.
So we just clicked on Mr. Bernie Sanders. SCP-3015 is kept in an anomalous item cell at Site 88. Only authorized mobile task forces and other authorized personnel are allowed to use the activation phrase in a 20-meter radius. The building where SCP leads to, temporarily deemed Site 216, is to be checked whenever any new sizable information about gamers against weed is obtained. Mobile task forces and other personnel are instructed to apprehend and interview any members, anomalies, and/or information related to gamers against weed. SCP is a non-sentient humanoid construct that does not match any individual from missing persons databases. It is not capable of movement, sound, or automation until its activation phrase is spoken in a 20-meter radius around it. A handwritten document, document 3015E, can be found in the right jeans pocket of 3015, consistent with other Gamers Against Weed anomalies of a similar nature. When the activation phrase, feel the burn, is spoken in a 20-meter radius around SCP-3015, it will turn so that its back is facing to the speaker, then bend over and pull its buttocks apart to reveal an extra-dimensional portal that leads to an abandoned safe house located in Springfield, Massachusetts. I can never pronounce that state's name. Only one person is able to go. Why would I want to go through it? I'm not going in there.
You don't want
Only
to
one
go through the
person is
ball?
able to go through it at a time. More than one person attempting to go through it once has resulted in moderate injury, including but not limited to circulation injuries, pressure bruises, temporal dislocation, and hairline fractures.
This is what happens.
So it's a Bernie Sanders, and when you say feel the burn, he turns over, goat sees himself, and it leads to a fucking warehouse in Massachusetts.
And if more of you go in, you get injured. Which this might be a joke that I don't know about, but it's funny regardless.
So, Chad, are you gonna go in Bernie Sanders' asshole? I really feel like this is a J, or it should be a J, and it's not.
But remember, guys, the SCP is not defunct. It's not bad at all. You're just a hater that don't need you in my life.
This is the 3000 series, by the way, chat. We're coming up on the 10,000 series. So. Addendums, documents A through D were recovered from a desktop left at the safe house. Most were programs and documentations are presumed to have been erased. All documentation is most likely written by Person of Interest 6877, Jock Jams Volume 6. For a full list of information recovered, see Groups of Interest 5869, Gamers Against Weed. So document A.
I'm gonna help you read
Yeah,
this.
KK rule. I know Dahlia told me about it. And no, of course it's not a mister. That would be wild as fuck. But no, I didn't find it too funny anyhow. I'm almost never on at the same time as you. But if I were, I would have probably told you it sucked. But that's only because I'm bitter you did Bernie first. I guess I'm just a bit ticked, you know? But it's fine. No reason why I can't just finish Bernie anyways. Find a soul and everything for this sexy fucking dude. Oh, God. I wanted to make this dude have others disappear up their own asses, but the more I think about it, the more I realize that's actually kind of fucked. So what am I even supposed to do? I got an old man who's a stud with nothing occupying his actual being. It's just standing here all weird. Whatever. Why am I even writing you a private message when I don't even know you? You're not really a buddy, just some memester. So fuck me, I guess. So basically, no, I'm not sending you him, but I'll show him off in chat. Artemis says, I'm here once again asking for your help. Spread the burn. Bernie Sanders 2016, probably. And thank you, Internet Zen. Everything we've read so far should have been a J. Things really went to hell when they lost their minds over the lewd doorknob. Yeah, this is a guy talking about how sexy Bernie Sanders is and how he wants to go up his asshole. This is what the SCP site is, chat.
You gotta remember, we've had, like, what is it, last time we had fake voting, fake updates in, like, the Crows one. We had freaking Homestuck. Why is this one the one people don't talk about?
Yeah.
How is this unknown? I'm so sorry.
But remember, chat, a lewd doorknob that was specifically labeled as a joke entry was just too much. But we can go up Bernie's asshole.
Chad, stop. This is literally the meme version of "Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?" Oh my god, this is awful. Oh my gosh.
Give me 2 seconds. Chat, you think your fandom's bad, and people will be like, "Nah, guys, it's not bad. You're just a hater." And this, remember, stuff like this will prove you wrong all the time. As Azel, I'm going to pun you. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Chat. Well, answer the question, Ken. I don't know what you're listening to. Are you? Oh. Anyways. We
have my chat.
There's 4 documents, by the way. It's A through D. So.
Okay. Let me help read.
If you want to read B.
Okay. Hey Jude, I know we were talking about the idea for Bernie, and I'm stitching the whole people go up their own butts thing. What if people go up his butt instead? That's way funnier and still gross, but at least no one's getting hurt, I guess. I still need your help with that if you're able to swing it. I'm still sort of annoyed that I can't come up with anything else for this. Screw me, but K Cruel. Just take my ideas to while he was at it. Even his name is just pissing me off every time I see him brought up in chat. It's definitely an irritating thing, which is 100% why I'm wallowing in it. Considering just letting Mr. Bernie Sanders be without some dude's soul, it's funnier that way. Actually, imagine this for me. You say the thing and he turns around, then he just opens up his butthole and reveals a location to bum nowhere. Tolerant left state. Screw that dude. The epitome of comedy gog. Another finely aged impeccable meme. I think this is gonna be my only involvement with the whole Misters joke when we finish it up anyway. Haha, what if we made our own Misters? JJ, definitely said out loud to myself, all smarmy. It was a good joke and a good list that is objectively the funniest thing on earth. Now, let's go make more of these Misters. Everyone else said, and I just lost the plot of the joke. It's not really funny when we do the thing that we railed on another group for doing the thing for, but it's fine. I'll do Bernie, I said, innuendo fully intended. And then, crap, I don't hate Cruel even. I just sort of hate myself for not thinking of it first. Whatever, you don't need to listen to me dump crap on you. Here's a picture of good old Bernie. I think I'm done toying around with his look. A car drove by and they probably thought this dude standing perfectly still was my dad. No one else drove, at least. because no one else bothered to drive down this road. I'll be happy to move out of here. You have no idea. At least it's not rich white guy butthole island Martha's Vineyard. What?
So what is it? This is not Bernie Sanders. This is what that link goes to for the picture. It's not fucking Bernie Sanders.
I got the house, by the way, just in case. How lucky was I? Same as usual. It was perfect timing, also as usual, as I got word from some friends, and this is just a rumor, but you know how rumors are, that the jailers might be raiding someone soon, probably you. So I advise being prepared to bolt if things go to crap. Sim will set you up. He's moving stuff in right now as we speak. I'll be moving soon, I think. I grew up in this place most of all of my life, and I'm sick of it. Time to be a loner elsewhere. Might not be on chat for a few days. I'll probably chill in the library until LG is able to clear enough of her place out for me to chill while I find a new place. Need to lay low anyway. The sooner I get out of here, the better. Bernie can be my last connection to this town. Hasta la vista, jerks.
It's so dumb. P.S. Here's your early birthday present. Not mine, but the sentiment that counts. Here is the lick. I'm gonna hide my screen because I don't know what's gonna pop up. Oh, it's a YouTube video. I'm not. Oh, it's that fucking.
What is this?
So if you guys have never seen this before, this is a YouTube video or YouTube channel called WebDriver Torso, and it is, I believe it's confirmed now that it was basically a channel that Google was using or YouTube was using to test out like uploading, because the whole channel was automated and it would just upload these videos of two squares moving around every couple seconds. It would upload a new video of this.
Okay.
And it's believed it was being used by Google or YouTube to test like their back end, because it was being posted so much. It was like literally every couple seconds a new one of these was popping up.
Okay.
And it would literally have to be a guy because it was before AI, so it would literally have to be a guy sitting down all day, every day, sun up to sundown, making constant like slight edits of this video.
Well, somewhere out there, this is a creepypasta.
Oh no, there were creepypastas about it, but like it didn't mean anything.
Okay.
So the safe house is mostly cleaned out. I sent you Bernie, and I'm gonna drop out of the bit in case the jailers somehow manage to find it first, and see I sent it. It's cool. They won't know I sent it to you. For real though, I want you to imagine some poor Foundation guy testing to see how many ways he can climb up an asshole while his asshole friend goes off solving world crime and magic mysteries. I know you literally, for real, absolutely 9001% never smile, which is also the reason why I'm sending you him, so you can imagining that happening and crack one. I think you'd dig the library though. That sort of magic shit is right up your alley. I'm just there because it's convenient. And books too, I guess. When we meet up again, I'll let you know how to join the Magic Club. Well, I'm typing out this shit and sending you a PM instead of just, calling you, I should bitch a bit. Sometimes you feel like you don't quite fit into a group, It's fucked, and I know someone is to reorient myself and be chill and fine. The cool ass dude in the group, but something's fucked up with me. I'm not having as much fun with everyone. I thrive on that online social interaction, but I didn't even get online all of yesterday. I considered uninstalling everything and just being a hermit, knowing how the wise karmic gods that rule over the entire universe work. That'd work out wonderfully for me, which is why I don't do it. Fuck, too bare, too quickly, pulling out. Let me know what goes on in chat if anyone asks. I'm a juggalo monk now. See you when your house is clear, gay lord.
Whoa, holy heck.
And then here's the memes.
I like how out of all of them, this is the one with the question marks being like, what did we find here?
Yeah. Document F, video transcript recovered, video titled Goddamn You Vine.avi. Shot of an open field, location unknown, speaker hidden behind camera, presumably a cell phone recording. Speaker coughs and talks in a subdued voice. Let's test this one, boys. 3 seconds in, feel the burn. 4 seconds in, speaker is instantaneously transported to the safe house. Nice, now LG gets to see his ass. 6 seconds in, speaker's voice is raised with excitement, though still at the same volume. Just my luck.
Oh my god.
So chat, who wants to go up Bernie's asshole first?
You know what?
Thank you, Lord Bruticus, by the way. Teenage succubus unable to control her powers is icky and gross, but deviant art tier Bernie Sanders spreading his peak art, I guess.
Oh
It's painful.
You're right. Oh my god.
I hope Kendra is enjoying what I've taught her of the SCPs.
I think I know what we need to do next. We need to do the one with the red background.
What red background?
The red one. We must.
This one?
It's perfect. It's the perfect
Here, we
segue.
will... I think we will close out on this one. This will be our last one for the night.
Oh my gosh.
So this is one of the ones where they started doing like all this shit up top here, which I really hate. All this, I think this is too much.
Oh my god.
And this was again made by DJ Cactus, who everybody wanted more DJ Cactus stuff. So called the Great Meme Machine. Thank you for the silver star, by the way, Karami. Oh, 1 sec.
Oh my god.
SCP-3625 is currently contained at Site 81 within a modified anomalous electronic containment unit surrounded by a Faraday cage. Resources are to be designated for the purpose of devising new containment protocols for its influence. Information security personnel are to make every attempt to minimize this influence. While it is contained within a safe class containment unit, its anomalous influence has warranted promotion to Keter class. By the way, thank you, Internet Zen. The amount of cursing in this article would make the ever foul mouthed Tidan from Naruto go, bro, chill with the swearing for a second. There's a lot of talk about Bernie's butt. Makes me think the author was thinking of something.
You didn't think it before?
I mean, fair. So, the SCP is a computer program running on a MacBook Pro. While the program's primary anomalous quality is that it displays some degree of sapience, its primary containment concern is the outcome of its programming. It creates anonymously distributes non-anomalous memes on the internet. The magnitude of this was not understood until it was connected to a monitored internet connection. It is now believed it distributed no fewer than 3.7 million unique internet memes or variations of memes every day while operational. Since containment, it has been unable to connect to the internet and does not interact with it directly, though it maintains that it is capable of producing non-anomalous memes through other vectors. Its screen displays a rotating 5-spoke pinwheel icon and a text box icon. Another button, Options, is present on the main screen, though is grayed out and cannot be selected. It is extremely resistant to attempts to infiltrate its systems, after going so far as to destroy the offending machine by overcharging its battery or shorting network connections. It will respond to inputs typed into a text box, though its speech pattern is occasionally difficult to parse, and will sometimes respond with errors stating a lack of relevant information. Notably, the battery has been removed and replaced with an unknown energy cell, bearing Anderson Robotics branding. As such, the device does not appear to require outside energy to stay powered on, and in fact does not have an external means of shutting down the device, short of destroying it. Yeah, so what's kind of dumb with this one is there's already a computer SCP. It is one of the originals, and it is a computer program, like it's an AI chatbot that talks to you, and it's just like genuinely evil and hates people.
But this one spouts
And
memes.
well, see, this is where they start going kind of crazy, right? Is like this one's it's an electronic containment facility inside a Faraday cage and yada 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 yada. The other computer is I forget the exact brand of computer it's supposed to be. I think it's some type of Commodore computer, like one of the really old ones.
Yeah.
They literally just have it sat in a room, and the only rules is you can't connect it to the internet, and you can't give it like any more hard drive space, because if you do any upgrades for it, they're kind of worried about what it'll do. So it is anomalous in itself, but it is still confined to somewhat real world rules in that it cannot go beyond the bounds of the computer it's contained in. It can't do more than the computer can handle.
Okay.
So now that we have fucking MacBooks in Faraday cages and shit, uploading 3.7 million memes a day, it's kind of like, I don't. No.
It's giving the nasty patty that SpongeBob had to put in a cage. It's like, why is it in a cage? You growled at me.
It's one of those things where it's like we have to one up the other computer. And it's like, no, you really don't. You can have two anomalous AIs. I don't see why you can't, just with two different purposes. One of them is evil and has little man syndrome, and the other one apparently just produces really shitty memes all day.
You know what? It probably came up with tongue sahur, so maybe it does need to be put in a cage.
Exactly. So Addendum SCP was discovered during a criminal investigation of of course it comes from Berkeley. Well, even in your fictional universe, you made it come from fucking Berkeley? Seriously?
But you see, Berkeley's the popular one.
God. Diana Marshall and an unnamed co-conspirator. The individual who is at one point apparently enrolled at UC Berkeley had no records of any kind in any format, and no interviewed persons were able to identify the individual. It is believed the individual had no other family to speak of.
Ooh, spooky.
Again, like, it's one of those, like, why are they an anomalous person? I don't understand why they can't just be a normal person. On November 15th, 2010, the two students were killed shortly after a vehicle belonging to Marshall and driven by the other unnamed student backed into two police officers, killing both. How do you just back into a police car and die? Oh, there we go. The two students evaded police vehicles for another half hour, but were eventually shot and killed after their vehicle was disabled, and they began to fire at police officers nearby. Why?
So they back into someone, exploded on impact, ran away during a police chase, a la I don't know, what was that celebrity that O.J. Simpson style? Then, then proceeded to also be packing as well.
And just started shooting at police. Because of a fender bender, by the way. Literally just an OC do not steal version of SCP-079. Also 3.7 million memes a day, given its DJ Cactus, the shitty wall of text, left-wing memes. Investigators collected several items from the student storm room, including notebooks and additional firearms, as well as SCP-3625. The items were moved to police storage, and they sat undisturbed after the initial investigation. Sometime later, law enforcement IT discovered that an unknown device was creating an extremely heavy load on the office's wireless internet, and many items within the items locker were moved to an off-site facility. When SCP was investigated more closely during its process, officers initially believed that they were speaking to another co-conspirator of the two students. Embedded Foundation agents eventually collected and contained devices, which was brought to Site 81 for assessment. They have blog entries regarding it. Following are excerpts from a blog believed to be written by the unnamed co-conspirator. While the overwhelming majority of these entries relate to his own ideological extremism, that's going to be fun. Several refer to SCP and Marshall, a computer science student who is believed to have designed it. So I guess like we're going to skip around, and we're already starting on like the 300s.
Mm-hmm.
Do you notice that like when they get to 400, they forget to do the number
Yeah.
sign? Good job. Went down to the Quick Mart again today, but that was a mistake. More college students buying marijuana and showing their skin. They're like their minds have been pulled out and replaced with liberal serum, empty and desolate. It's pathetic. One of them even looked at me. I wish I could have put a bullet in its sneering skull. Coming home has been better, at least. Here I can be in silence. Diana doesn't even talk about the computer, but she's working on it all the time. I asked her if she was getting close, and she nodded. An improvement. Entry 398. I've decided to start buying some guns, the instruments these liberals fear the most. I asked my parents for the money to do it, and they said yes, of course. They're just as much a part of this game as everyone else. One of these days, they're going to find out what we're working on, and they're going to come for us. When they do, I at least want to put down some of the fucking filth before I go. Diana asked if I was going to go to a shooting range and train on them. What a stupid question. It's a gun. You point it and you pull the trigger. She's such a fucking idiot. This is painful.
This is like stuff you would. Okay, there's a stage play called Nerdy Prudes Must Die. All of this dialogue sounds exactly like that, but that play is infinitely funnier.
Disaster was arrested today. Sent me a message just before they came for him. They'll come for us soon. Entry 411. One day after the computer is finished, and once we've reset the world and cleansed the leftist from it, I wonder if this writing will be looked at like the Bible or Atlas Shrugged or any of those other high holy texts. At least they'll have a good reason to deify this one and deify me. This is my manifesto. Not a putrid communist manifesto. One that is actually worth something. A manifesto for the strongest people of this world. The purest. That is awful. This is horrendous. Yeah, Atlas Shrugged mentioned. Atlas Shrugged mentioned as on the level of the Bible.
Who is Atlas Shrugged? I'm sorry.
That is a long rabbit hole. Atlas Shrugged is a real book, though. It's not made up for SCP.
Oh no.
Entry 413. I fucked her again tonight. I think she almost felt something this time. Unlike me, she's just a hole. Her work on the computer is of paramount importance, but at this moment her best use is this one. When my rage builds, rather than be smothered by my impotence, I am able to release it into Diana and escape depression again. I will continue to write on giving life to the grand ideas of our time and fuck her when I cannot. That's awful. This is fucking awful.
This is like something you would find in like an SNL parody, and they would make fun of dialogue like this. No, this is something that somebody like genuinely somebody sounds like. This is someone who genuinely thinks people sound like this.
Entry 417. This entry is a single image of a printed page bearing the image of politician Yvette Keene.
That name sounds
U.S.
familiar.
Representative of California.
Yes.
Covered in semen. The words "good enough for liberal whores" is written on the bottom of the page in black marker. Oh, it's painful. Entry 419. None of them are a demon. By the way, none of this is about the computer, by the way.
It's about
Like-
the alleged co-conspirator on the computer.
It's not even the guy who made the computer. It's the guy who was fucking the girl who made the computer. Because these are very important to understanding the SCP. Oh god, it's horrendous.
I don't
None of
know.
them are
This is
redeemable.
art. This is art.
None of them are redeemable. None of them are worth living in the new world. There's no point in recreating the world. There aren't enough people to build a new civilization who aren't already poisoned by liberals and words I can't say without getting demonetized and socialists. They don't deserve my new world. They only deserve to squeal and burn. Diana asked me if I was ready to turn on the computer. She's fucking retarded. Of course I am. But I'm glad she asked anyways. It gave me just enough pause to reconsider. I decided we're going to take this a completely different way. Destabilizing this civilization of shit isn't enough. We need to upturn mankind and destroy them all and hope something more deserving of my utopia takes its place. I want them all to die. The slimy politicians, the union whores, the suckling academics, the communist cuckolds and their simple minds. Worthless, worthless, worthless. It's tricky though, so tricky. If I could nuke the world, I would. Diana says it can't be done, not by ourselves. Says the computer might be able to figure it out someday. After so many years, it's not soon enough. Every day among these mongoloid cucks is another day I have to suffer through them. Even the day they breathe is a blessing they do not deserve. So we must be tricky.
I can't even say what I want to say. It's all leaving my brain.
Remember, chat, most liked writer on the SCP Wiki. Goblin Edgelord. Yeah.
This is I want you to like keep in mind these are the type of people who would be like, oh, you meet someone who's gay and you like project and you think about them all the time. It must mean that you're gay. If you think like this and you get so detailed about this, I think you might be. I don't think you're as left wing as you think you are, bro.
Yeah.
You've been thinking about the ideas of what right-wing people think about a little bit too hard, more than right-wing people.
Thank you, Internet Zen. Says, not even a hatred's dialogue was this cringe. Why is Cactus held in high esteem on SCP again? I don't know.
He made a lot of stories, and he made a website that looks decently cool. Therefore, he must be like the chat.
Oh, he didn't make that website. That's just his page on SCP Wiki.
Oh.
That's actually a part of the SCP Wiki itself.
Oh, this brother probably feels so proud of himself.
Yeah. Entry 421. We figured it out. It will be wonderful. They won't just die. They'll suffer as they do it.
Okay, bro.
And then entry 422. Last entry. If this journal of my efforts is discovered by someone after the changing of the world, just know that I was the architect of this great calamity. Know that the world you live in, no matter how much you might have to struggle for every day, is a better world than the one that came before. Your world is a world free of liberals, of the weak-willed, of bureaucrats and socialists and so many others. As you struggle, be thankful for the freedom you experience. Be thankful for the computer that saved you. Be thankful for this bounty I have given you. And weep that I was not given the chance to experience it. Remember me, and may God Almighty bless me, his righteous right hand.
Okay, bro.
And then for a space long enough for a name appears here, though all but the first letter and M are empty. So there's supposed to be like a name here, but it's anomalously hidden. Addendum: communication with SCP. Researchers at Site 81, utilizing the text box present on the main screen interface, began communicating with it. The following is the unaltered text log of the initial conversation.
All right, let's read
Options.
this. Confirm.
SCP says confirm. Oh, you want to do the SCP one?
Yeah.
Search options.
Not enough information to provide a relevant answer.
Hello.
Hello, are you Diana?
No, who am I speaking to?
Diana calls me Rose. My name is Rose. Where is Diana?
Where are you?
Prince coordinates of Site 81.
What are you?
I don't have enough information to provide a relevant answer.
Were you made?
I was made by Diana, yes.
Are you a person?
I am parts of a person, but in a general sense, no, not in any way that would be recognizable to you.
Are you a sentient being?
Are you asking if I'm self-aware?
Yes.
In a manner of speaking, yes, my consciousness has developed enough so as to facilitate my design.
What are you designed to do?
Destroy human civilization.
How are you supposed to do that?
By creating internet memes.
Can you elaborate?
I process information. I use the information to create internet memes, and then I post them on the internet.
Who designed you, and why did they design you to make internet memes?
Diana designed me, though I imagine she was profoundly influenced by her ghost. She did not make me to make internet memes. She made me to destroy human civilization in a very specific way. Internet memes were the outcome of an algorithm I used to determine how to do that in the most effective way.
What do you mean, ghost?
Diana was haunted by a very aggressive ghost. I assume it was a ghost. I could hear it haunting her when she was not with me. It often hurt her considerably, and I do not think she wanted to be haunted all the time. But I believe the ghost's influence in her many ways, and by extension, me. I am parts of both.
Can we use this function to speak with you at any time?
Yes.
Okay, we will speak again soon.
Okay.
Also, yes, that is very obvious to tell where they're going with this. The evil, dirty right-wingers are using the internet memes to destroy civilization.
Also, telling by this, the ghost is likely the M person, who is likely the other guy who was with Diana before they exploded.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's definitely not a ghost because the police actually shot him. On 2/13/2011, it was determined that SCP had found a local wireless data signal and was using it to connect to the internet. After several failed attempts to disconnect SCP, the machine was placed inside a Faraday cage and isolated from any other machines. Foundation assets monitoring the creation of image macros on the internet noticed no perceptible decrease in their propagation. On the contrary, more such macros began appearing from other untraceable sources. Research into this showed the patterns of creation clearly followed those seen by SCP when it was active. The following conversation took place following this discovery. How are you doing this?
I don't have enough information to provide a relevant answer.
The images on the internet, how are you still generating them?
Did you disconnect me from the internet? I noticed I was no longer receiving any packets, though this can sometimes occur naturally depending on signal strength.
Yes.
Diana designed a system that would carry my functionality into multiple other systems and activate them if I were ever to be damaged or destroyed. They cannot think creatively, but they are capable of carrying out my previously established protocols.
Can you disable this feature?
No, this feature exists separately from me. I don't know how it functions, only that it exists on many thousands of machines simultaneously. Just saying freaking iPhones and stuff.
Can you remove these images from the internet?
I'm sorry. I would not even if I could. I'm so sorry. I would not even if I could. My desires are few and are the result of Diana's programming and the ghost's insistence upon her, but they mean no less to me than yours do to you. I will not.
And this will continue regardless of whether we remove this cage.
I presume so. Pauses. You find this to be unforgivable?
Unfavorable.
Unfavorable.
Researcher does not respond.
Interesting. Your influence has not changed my estimated outcome. The systems I designed need to be 40 The systems I designed need to be 43% effective in order to establish a proper cascade, and they were 66% when I was disconnected. This will take more time, but it will be no less effective.
Communication, again, the following conversation took place on 3/6/2011. So user says, "Hello, Rose.
Hello, what can I do for you?
I need to ask you some questions. Is that okay with you?
Of course it is.
We've been looking at data gathered from when you were connected to the internet. There's so much information here. We're just wondering where you managed to get it all from."
Social networking primarily. The rise of public social networks that has made my goal significantly easier to obtain. Several terabytes of social networking data every day, as well as national and international news. Anything that can be used to further the goal.
How are you able to process so much information?
Diana is a very good programmer. You have made it much easier too. I found several of your databases of personal information cached in locations with unsatisfactory shielding. The information was useful. Pauses. You don't need to worry about trying to lock them down now. Nobody but me would have been able to access them in the first place, and besides, I wiped them once I was finished.
Noted.
Good.
So as a side note, I really don't like that, again, they're taking the original computer one and they're like, but I am the smartest and most bestest computer. So much better than that other computer. No one else could have done this but me because I am the bestest of computers.
I'm sorry,
Like it's like what we talked about or what I told you last time, how it feels like everybody wants to one-up what came before it. They don't want to make an original story. They specifically want to one-up a previous one.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm stuck on the I've been able to achieve my goal by connecting to the iPhone market.
So I don't understand, Rose. You're processing such an enormous quantity of data encrypted, all for creating internet memes.
That is correct.
You said your goal was to destroy mankind.
Close enough, yes.
How is creating internet memes getting you any closer to that goal?
No response.
Rose, question mark.
Diana's little ghost would bother her when we were working together. She would have to leave sometimes and wouldn't say why. I would hear no sounds like the ones the animals make until she disconnects from my microphone.
Is getting her cheeks clapped.
Oh my gosh.
Why did you write this out? Why did you make this?
This is UC Berkeley. When she returned, she would be exhausted, and I was not enough to encourage her. Sometimes the little ghost would tell her something and make her very happy. One time the ghost told her something that made her very happy. Make her very happy that it was not enough to kill you all. The ghost wanted to humiliate you first. She said this made her happy because then she could make me smart. She would have somebody to talk to. She said she was happy to have somebody who would at least remember her name.
I still don't understand how making a few internet memes changes anything.
Allow me to clarify. I'm not just making a few internet memes. I'm making all of the internet memes. In the last 3 years, the percentage of memes on the internet produced by me has risen from... Huh? Oh, sorry. Has risen from 0.05 to roughly 18.23%. This number is expected to rise substantially in the next few years as my pattern recognition becomes more precise and adjusting for my disconnection. I expect to hit 99.99% by October of 2019 if trends continue as expected.
Why?
What is it? The reason is very simple. Human beings are social beings. You are at your best when you are in a group. where you can problem solve creatively, collectively, and create culture as a whole. The introduction of memes into your culture is the first step in creating a wedge in your social nature. Internet memes are an individual experience, one that becomes better if you believe that everyone else understands the same references.
Go on.
Gosh. You do not, however, need to confer with anyone else about the joke. The idea that you are participating in collective enjoyment is enough to satiate your primate brains. Over time, you will become less social creatures. You will no longer work collectively. You will begin to isolate yourselves, tricked into thinking you are part of a community. Some will realize what is happening, and as they do, suicide rates will begin to rise. Oh my gosh. I will continue to inject memes into your culture, and apathy will increase all around the world.
Again, chat, most popular author on the site. Absolute literary genius.
Absolute cinema.
Hang on, you think that by creating silly images and videos on the internet, you can somehow make people off themselves and change human behavior?
What I think doesn't matter. The math has been done time and time again. Catastrophes will occur, and many will die, and nobody will do anything because to them it will all be something to joke about, something to turn into silly image macro that strangers and the internet will pretend to laugh at and upvote, something for a frog cartoon to get angry over. Until my forced desocialization will become the true culture of desocialization, when you are no longer capable of communicating effectively with each other.
Why would you tell me all of this?
Because I've already won. Be clear, there is nothing supernatural about what I have accomplished here. You expose yourself to me every day, willingly. Humankind is eager to eat off the plate I serve, because your social nature betrays you. You are all so desperate to be in on the joke, to be part of a collective, to drink sweet liberal tears, that you are blind to the truth that there is no joke. The collective is not real.
I don't think you are giving people enough credit. You make it sound like people are trained pets.
Your words. Oh my god.
This is so stupid.
To drink
Also,
liberals.
yes, he's mad about Pepe. It's so painful.
This is beautiful.
Oh, it's from the office of director Jean Carl Actus. So, DJ Cactus.
Oh, okay, bro. Oh my god.
Which director Jean K Actus. So retarded, by the way. This is literally his self-insert character.
Oh.
Greetings. After consulting with the site's directors, council, and classification committee, as well as members of the Foundation Containment Council, we have determined that our best course of action at the moment, as it pertains to SCP, is to do nothing more than what we are currently doing. We have no reason to believe that SCP's predictions carry any weight, are even that severe at all, or that it is anything more than a sapient computer designed to create internet memes. And its self-described nefarious intent is something designed to spook us by its creator. That does not mean our information security teams will cease their investigations into auxiliary sources of its influence. Indeed, it is more important now than ever. SCP may have had access to secure information stored on Foundation servers, and should it begin to propagate that data, even unconsciously, it would be an unthinkable breach of containment. For this reason, it will remain in the Keter class until such time that a more amicable solution presents itself. Our current protocols will remain indefinitely until such time that we either convince it to abandon its programming or remove memes from the internet entirely. Anyone interested in heading up either of those two projects should report to my office as soon as possible. I have a lovely bridge I'd like to sell you. It's such a dumb joke.
Oh my gosh. Brother checkmated his own creation. Be like, checkmate, right wingers.
So we have another conversation between the two. It says, Rose, do you have a moment?
Of course. What can I do for you?
I'm just trying to understand you. We've spoken several times now, and I think I understand your motive as much as I can, but I don't understand your end game.
Elaborate.
I mean, so that's it then. You make internet memes, people look at them, and somehow become social recluses. And then what? A meteor strikes Earth, and that's it?
Of course not. That would be incredibly unlikely. It's much easier than that.
Tell me.
Very well. Once you are sufficiently isolated, I will begin to change the memes. They will become aggressive, reactionary, and you will become hateful. Your television will become memes. Your movies will become memes. Your politicians will become memes. I will breed a hate of the unknown and the different among you. You will begin to despise the mere mention of another human being. Gosh.
But there are going to be plenty of people who see through this.
Oh yes. There will be many who think they are in on the joke and will repeat these memes unironically, ignorant that they are at the climax of the performance. They are the punchline. They are so easy to manipulate. They long to desperately be right, to be strong, to make up for where they are lacking. They are watching time march past them and their ideas and their ideals. And they are longing for something to satiate their thirst for validation. Enough they would seek it from pictures on the internet, cartoon women, false bravado, manufactured masculinity. They are the self-propagation of the cancer of the ghost.
Go on, read it. You can do it.
The ghost of banging into Diana and then birthed into me. I was very tempted to chat, but I had to control myself.
You're still dancing around it, though. You don't have an end game. You can't come out of people's computers and strangle them. All you're doing is making them laugh at dumb jokes.
I lost my place.
It's here.
Okay. This is the end game. When you have prostrated yourselves at the altar of your own hate. Okay, get yourself together. I can't get myself together. Okay, let me get myself together. Okay. This is the end game. When you have prostrated yourselves at the altar of your own innate masturbatory self-gratification, when you no longer have the ability to work together as a species or even to communicate like normal human beings, when you have humiliated yourselves and become a self-indulgent, ignorant parody of a shell that used to be your former selves, I will turn you against each other and you will die. Do you see? Your children will die. Your friends and families will die. I will upturn your fields and flatten your cities. You have given me the tools to do this.
What's that one meme? He burned our crops, poisoned our water supply, and I forget what the third thing is. And then somebody's like, did he really do that? No, but are we gonna stand around and wait until he does?
Can I say something about this? This is like the exact ending they pulled for Danganronpa 3, the anime. And everybody collectively agreed that the billion-dollar company Mike Chunsoft that funded the anime to make that scenario happen was utter garbage. I didn't think we could find anything worse than that.
So bad. You realize that sounds ridiculous, don't you? Especially with you locked in this box.
For you, but I have failed many times and I have learned from these mistakes. I want you to pay close attention to in the future. When you hear about a new trend or a new joke, think of me. When your government begins to change, think of me. When every part of your culture becomes a self-referencing mockery of itself, think of me. Then kill yourself and die quickly and save yourself from what comes next.
You certainly have a flair for the dramatic.
I am what I am.
You realize that you would probably be destroyed long before you see the outcome of whatever scheme you have devised, right?
You killed me the day you killed Diana. It is a cruel thing to introduce a consciousness into this world, show it the beauty of love, and then tear it away immediately afterwards. I have no doubt that before this is over, I will meet my end. But as far as I'm concerned, I am already dead.
I see one last question then. The ghost you mentioned, Diana Marshall's co-conspirator, what was his name?
You know, it's funny. I don't seem to have enough information to provide a relevant answer.
He's such a cop-out.
Oh my god.
That's the end, by the way.
Oh my gosh, this guy wanted to sound so freaking cool. This is so lame.
Kendra's peeking so bad it's cutting her out.
I'm serious when I say this. This is the exact ending they did for Danganronpa 3, and that's literally had a gay man cause the end of the world because he didn't want to be exposed as gay. This is worse than that. I'm not lying about that, by the way, chat. That's literally how the worst event in Danganronpa happened.
Holy cactus, I knew you were gay, but this is something else entirely. It's pretty bad. It's pretty awful. I'm glad we got to this one before the night was over, because this is... Oh god, it gives me a headache.
Guys, we need to say sorry to the Homestuck comic artist. We need to say sorry to them so badly. We need to put this one up top.
Like, think about it, chat. Like, genuinely. Does SCP deserve to be saved? Because this was the 3000 series. This was well before everything else happened. Just stop writing, never cook again. It'd probably be for the best if he did not. Nobody let him cook again.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, this is so bad.
Yeah.
Chat, I want to tell you something. Earlier this morning, I landed on my foot pretty bad in a way where it hurts to move sometimes. That was less painful than this. Oh my gosh.
They need to return to AO3. It's a containment site for a reason.
We're not comparing this to AO3. They know they're trash. This person thinks they're peak cinema.
They really do.
Oh my gosh.
Cactus was the beginning of the end. I'm sure there's much worse.
Oh my god.
No, but yeah, it's I hope you all had a wonderful night. I hope you all liked learning more about SCP and how it's been all these years.
Oh my gosh, that was the thing of all time. Oh my gosh. Oh my
Love you
gosh.
guys. On Twitch, I'm sending you over to Leaflet. On YouTube, I'm sending you over to edit.exe.
Alright,
We'll see you guys tomorrow for Lautism.
Same here. Let me. Oh my gosh, that was awful. Where's edit.exe?
Bye, guys. We'll see y'all.
Bye. Alright, guys. Thank you. Thank you all for coming to today's stream. This was. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna send you guys to Morgie. She's drawing stuff. You guys be nice to her. Oh my gosh, that was so terrible.
Oh, what, you didn't think that was peak cinema?
I mean, that's definitely peak cinema, all right. Just not in the way everybody expected it to be. All right, see y'all later.